Would you be offended if your friend told you the truth about yourself? In today's Reddit story, it's exactly about that. It's from the subreddit Am I the A-hole? And it's titled, Am I the A-hole for telling my friend the truth on why she is not able to keep a relationship? I have a close friend and she is really sweet, but she complains a lot on why she can't keep a relationship. I usually don't say anything because I don't want to hurt her feelings, but she got broken up with again the other day and yesterday was complaining to me about how it seems like men don't actually want to settle down and that they all suck. I finally tried to explain the best way I could without coming off as disrespectful, but when she's single, she hangs around lots of men. Some of them she used to date and are just her friends now, as she says. So when she gets into a relationship, she still hangs around these same men. Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but being around multiple men alone while having a boyfriend can make some guys jealous, or maybe even a little insecure. And when her boyfriends would sometimes express how they feel, she would brush them off and call them controlling. Another thing is she will blow off things with her boyfriends at the time to hang with her male friends. Her ex got mad at her one time because she forgot about a date they had planned and hung out with her friends instead, and he was pissed, rightfully so. I explained to her that she constantly put her friends over her relationship and that's why they don't last. You don't have to stop hanging with friends, but when you get in a relationship, you can't keep hanging out as if you're still single because you have someone else in your life now. After hearing that, she got all upset at me and claimed I was shaming her and had internalized misogyny and hung up the call on me. Since our conversation yesterday, she hasn't been answering my calls or text messages, and I'm starting to feel as if I said something wrong or should have kept my mouth shut. Now, OP, no. You straight up told the truth about your friend on why she can't keep a relationship. She is the problem, not the guys, okay? She's the one who chooses to continue to hang out with her guy friends instead of, not realizing that she maybe should start distancing herself. Again, like the OP I mentioned, nothing wrong with being friends with guys. Nothing wrong with, hanging out with guy friends, at some time. But the fact that you forgot to go on a date or forgot a date that you made with your boyfriend and instead went to go hang out with your guy friends, that is a red flag. That is a problem, okay? I mean, like the OP I mentioned, it seems like you are putting your friends over your relationship. It's not the guy's fault that you can't keep a relationship. It's you. You are the problem. You are prioritizing your friends and saying, oh, I'm just going to go hang out with my guy friends because I want to. And it's like, what? You want to be in a relationship and also hang out with guy friends? You can have both, but with moderation, okay? You need to realize that some guys are uncomfortable with the fact that you're still friends with guys that you used to date. Yeah, sure, it would make them jealous or insecure and be like wondering, hey, why are you still hanging out with them? Are you still interested in me? Like, there's a lot of questions there. And if you doesn't show your action by saying, oh yeah, I used to date them, but we're just friends right now. You have to show your actions by by putting distance, between you and those so-called guy friends that you used to date. To at least show, hey, I am, your boyfriend is a priority for you. Obviously right now it sounds like your friend is a priority. But anyways, let's see what some of the commenters have to say about this. First commenter says, sometimes the truth stings, but it helps in the long run. Yep, that's true. Another commenter says, not the a-hole. It also sounds like she's still in that phase in life where she just wants to have fun. As he said, nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, she shouldn't expect every other guy to want that. Very true. Another commenter says, not the a-hole. Those are two very good reasons. I wouldn't want my girlfriend hanging out with all her ex or guys she slept with. And more so, I would be out the door if she bailed on me to hang out with them. I hope she's in her early 20s because otherwise this is really immature behavior. Yes. Another commenter says, your friend knows why she doesn't make relationship last. She just wants a pity party and you didn't play along. You're 4 years younger and still wise enough to know where this is headed for her. Honestly, it might be a good move to put some distance because it's only going to get worse and she might dump more drama onto you. Wow. Another commenter says, not the a-hole. Sometimes being being friends means saying things people don't want to hear. Give her space to be upset. If things return to normal, you can agree not to talk to her about her love life. I completely agree. OP does provide an update. She writes, she finally accepted my call and I tried to stay calm and respectful, but all she wanted to do was argue with me. Her main point was she felt disrespected because as her friend, I should have been uplifting her instead of putting her down and that I was taking the sides of random men that I do not know personally. I try explaining to her, me telling her the truth on why her relationship keeps failing isn't me taking random men's side. It's just me being honest and not lying to her. But she didn't want to hear that and got more loud with me over the phone and began swearing and calling me names. And when I asked how I shamed her, she said because of the way I described her hanging with her friends as if she was still sleeping with them. She says she has slept with some in the past, but not anymore, and any man that has a problem with her still being friends with them is insecure. I disagree with that statement, and then she called me a pick-me, and that I don't realize that internalized misogyny I have. She then called me jealous, saying that I'm projecting onto her because I want male friends of my own. I do not. And that this is why she doesn't hang around females like me, because they are very bitter and messy. What? I then told her if every woman she encounters she doesn't get along with, then maybe the problem is with her. I don't think I had done anything wrong besides tell her the truth unless she wants friends just hyping her up and not saying how they really feel. After more back and forth, I just hung up on her and haven't responded to her messages saying how she will fight me and such. The friendship is honestly over now, as people were saying in the last post. I completely agree. She sounds like a toxic friend. You don't need that in your life. Let's see what some of the people have to say about this update. First commenter says, and she calls you messy? Oh honey, good riddance. Another commenter says, not the a-hole. She can't handle the truth. You are a true friend because you are willing to take the risk of being honest with her. Everyone needs a friend like you. Very true. Another commenter says, she called you a pick-me and then went on to talk about how she doesn't get along with other girls. She's 100% a pick-me from what you've described. Exactly. Another commenter says, she's 100% right about that insecurity though. And that's a red flag nobody with a brain needs to deal with. If you can't handle X being in someone's life, you don't deserve a relationship. That is some teenage BS that needs to die, not normalized. It's not normal. It's psychotic. Your other point in OP about her time management and scheduling are good ones, and probably just a primary issue here. Just don't make it about the other thing. Very true. What do you guys think about this story? Do you have any advice for the OP? Let me know in the comment section. And remember, if you like these types of stories, to continue to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys later.